This is an Australian Defence Force Patrol Ration 1 man. It contains 3,350 calories, yet it only weighs 2.5 pounds. It's used by ADF Special Forces and recon teams on long-range patrol missions where pack weight reduction is essential. This one was produced January 17th, 2018. So let's give it a look. Okay, so right off the bat, we have a 110 gram portion of beef teriyaki. And our second main course. Wow, look at that. Mango curry lamb. Another 110 gram portion. In this really dense vacuum sealed pack. Got some shelf stable bread, 65 grams. Some mee goreng noodles. Natural muesli with fruits and seeds. Look at that, non-dairy creamer. This is what replaced the tube of sweetened condensed milk in this. It's kind of a shame, but take it down from 80 grams down to 15. That's a great reduction in weight. Got a standard ADF chocolate ration, 50 grams. And we've got these bars, a whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds. And then a all fruit bar, raspberry. Get a second raspberry all fruit bar. Get a pack of M&Ms, classic. Jam Sandwich Biscuit. And a Jack Link's peppered steak bar. Some Marmalade, a little 26 gram tube. Some isotonic beverage base, tropical. Get a tube of matches. Some are stormproof, some are regular. Striker on the outside. Some hospital formula sustagen. Wow, what's that doing in a military ration? That's kind of like Ensure, but hey, quick absorption calories. 30 grams of sugar in that. At least you know where some of that sweetened condensed sugar allocation went. Some musk flavored lifesavers. Alright, got that classic ADF shovel spoon. This right here really gives the US MRE spoon a run for its money. Get a little tube of yeast extract, Vegemite, essentially. A Ziploc bag for any loose components, a scouring pad and some toilet paper. And then this accessory packet with drinks. You get 2 instant coffees, 2 tea bags, 2 7-gram packs of sugar, 2 grams of salt and pepper, tomato ketchup and Tabasco sauce, a pack of spearmint and peppermint Mentos, 3 rubber bands, and then a field ration eating device, or also known as the Fred, or frankly ridiculous eating device, among other terminology. Not bad for only 2.5 pounds total weight. So let's first start off with breakfast. Okay, and for breakfast we're going to be starting the day off right with that hospital formula sustagen, a jam sandwich biscuit, a raspberry all fruit bar, Jack Link's peppered steak bar, some marmalade to go with that natural muesli with fruits and seeds, and some coffee. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice, okay, so let's first start off with that coffee. 2 3.5 gram packs. I'm going to mix it with about 8 ounces. Smells like a light roast. All right, and then the hospital formula Sustagen has 13.8 grams of protein and 30 grams of sugar per serving. Smells like hot cocoa. Gotta whip it. Then this all fruit raspberry bar. That is a brilliant and complex, very natural, mouth-watering raspberry smell. This is the most incredible little thing. Good thing they give you 2 of them. Then the Jack Link's peppered steak bar. This is great for on the go. Really in between. Wow, that's nice and smoky and savory smelling. Again, making my mouth water just smelling it. Great for in between breakfast and lunch. Just marching around. If you don't have time to eat anything else, at least you can still get some reliable protein. The Biscuit Jam Sandwich. You get 2 of them. That's a very nice shortening smell. Just a rich butter or maybe margarine. You can't really smell any of the fruit jam inside, but just smells like an incredible shortbread cookie. Star shape and heart shape. So then the natural muesli with fruits and seeds. I'm going to take this and put it in this mess cup here. And that will absorb some of that water. And while that's doing its thing, check out that coffee. It smelled like a light roast, probably more like a medium. Take the 2 3.5 gram packs and mix it with about 6 to 8 ounces, and that will make pretty much any roast strong. Still so light on the acidity. No bitterness, it doesn't need sugar. That right there to me is a good quality instant coffee. See how it goes with this jam sandwich biscuit. The filling, it's chewy. It's like a really thick, kind of dry, chewy strawberry filling. The coffee, it softens the filling and brings out the flavor. There's a high shortening content. It makes it taste very buttery and addictive. And it's pretty sweet too. Stir that up a little bit. Let's check out this protein drink, essentially. Oh wow. Literally tastes like chocolate milk. Little parts that haven't mixed yet. It wasn't the easiest drink to mix, but a nice little protein boost, 13 grams. That's perfect for breakfast. So let's check out this raspberry all fruit bar. Oh wow. Oh, this is the best thing in the meal so far. Why does it have to be so tiny? I mean, I'm glad you get 2 of them, but these things, I wish I had 100 of these. Where can you get something like this? It's tart and tangy and has everything about raspberry that one can love. A sweet, velvety textured fruit chew. I can't help myself. I gotta finish this right here. So then this peppered steak bar. Oh yeah, that's a well-seasoned, savory, really easy to eat peppered beef jerky bar. It's smoky, very salty. It has a light amount of sweetness that So then this muesli. Look at that. Got some pineapple and papaya, raisins and pumpkin seeds. And dried apple too. I've added sweetened condensed milk to it before. When you get that tube, I'll do that again if I ever get the chance, but this on its own relies on the sweetness of the fruit and that nice natural flavor of those pumpkin seeds and rolled oats. And every bite has fruit. I think there might be dates in there too. You know, I totally forgot about the marmalade. It's in this tube so you can save some for lunch. The little pieces of pulp get stuck in the tube. I can squeeze it as hard as I can, and it might be dangerous. It might shoot all over the ceiling. So, gotta improvise. Try a little bit on its own. Look at that orange marmalade. That has an incredible range of citrus notes with a slight bitterness. It's very sweet. And since I can't save the tube now for lunch, because it gets stuck like that, I'll just add the rest of it to this. Now that'll definitely sweeten up that last little bit. Wow, check that out. That just brings out all of the fruit flavors. That's what it was missing, was some citrus. That's the way to do it. Your last little bit of your muesli is decadent. That coffee does not need any cream or sugar. It's perfect on its own. These little shortbread jam biscuits. Perfect for breakfast. A lightly sweet shortbread biscuit with some artificial fruit jam filling. Stuff's awesome. Goes hand in hand with the coffee too. Then the Jack Links, it's a staple in just about every ADF ration. Nice, smoky, and sweet little on-the-go snack. And they pretty much give you some instant chocolate milk. That breakfast really did the trick. In about 4 or 5 hours, I'm gonna take it over to lunch. Okay, and we're back with lunch. Our main course is going to be that beef teriyaki. Gonna have some mee goreng noodles to go along with it. Some shelf-stable bread and yeast extract. A pack of M&Ms. Some tea. And a whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds. Alright, so let's get this out onto a tray. Nice, okay, so let's first start off with those mee goreng noodles. They say to cook the noodles in 400 milliliters of boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes and then drain the noodles. Then you add the seasoning and mix. Look at all the seasoning packets. Got your garlic oil and soy sauce. And that center one's kind of maybe like a duck sauce or something similar. Savory seasoning packets and what have you. Now here are the noodles. And then we're going to take that water instead of wasting it, because you would never do that. Water probably isn't easy or safe to acquire if you're out on a long-range reconnaissance patrol, so you're not going to be wasting. You'd take that same water and put it in this. Alright, so then the tea. That's a fresh, good quality smelling English breakfast tea. So those noodles, they're ready. Go back to those in this main course. You know, this just really kind of has an old school LRP. Definitely not like the modern ones. I mean, because like there's no gusset, nothing on this pouch. This almost like what looks like old school parchment paper that holds the food, which if you open this in the wrong direction, flip it upside down, you might lose your lunch. Look at that. Looks like lava rocks in there. Before even adding the water, you can smell that beef and onion powder. Look at that. There's corn. Alright, so then, might get a noodle or two, but who cares? I'm not wasting that water. The noodles just really give it a nice visual. No, they don't actually. That looks... I'm curious to see how... Yeah, the rubber bands are pretty much useless. So that right there, the main course, can't close it up. Then the whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds. Oh wow, look at that. It smells like maybe some cranberries. And then that bread. This stuff, this is an achievement. Look at that bread. You could use this thing as a pillow. Let's go back over to the mi goreng. These little flavor packs. This is the best part. I'm just gonna dump all three of these and both of these, starting with this thick, sweet soy sauce. I believe that's what this is. That's just a real sweet and savory soy sauce. And then this is like a spicy ginger duck sauce. Garlic oil right there. This will definitely replenish your sodium content. Probably will get your appetite going too. There we go. I can smell the garlic. That looks awesome. So that's lunch. Oh yeah, that's right. Gosh, the first one was so nice. The second one, whoops. Good enough. Kind of has a slightly abstract look to it. Oh yeah. You get all that Vegemite. You don't waste any of that. B vitamins, again, replenishing your sodium content. If you had an exerting day, which these guys definitely are. Oh yeah, it was better before. I should have left that nice swirl on it. Jeez, I ruined that fancy look to it. Oh well. This right here, if you added 350 milliliters, it would have been too much. Way too much. Now that's a meal right there. So these mi goreng noodles, I mean, when the noodles are hydrated, plus coupled with that garlic oil, there's a certain viscosity to this. That oil and the garlic, it binds with the rest of the flavors. It accentuates them. This is a flavor masterpiece. I could actually eat that in one bite. You could eat this so fast. A total different experience. Just bursting with savory, sweet, and salty flavors. It's not spicy. So then the main course, the beef teriyaki, really looks like some kind of taco filling. Notice the little mi goreng noodle in there. Whoa. What an incredible flavor. There's like a savory Worcestershire and soy sauce. The beef itself, it's really kind of chewy. That's because it's freeze dried and I couldn't close the top. So the rehydration process wasn't 100%. But the beef is terrific. A little bit chewy, a little bit tough. Even if it were perfectly hydrated, the cut of beef is not perfect, but the flavors more than make up for it. It really actually, the beef reminds me of like old LRP beef. Because, yeah, I just hit up 2 pieces of grizzle so far, which is nice. It's like there's variation to each bite. The corn, not notable. You can't even pick it up on the flavor range. A little bit of red bell pepper. I think they threw a couple green beans in there too for good measure, but you can't really taste them. So then, this fruit and chia and pumpkin seed bar. It's cranberries, apricots, and golden raisins. Those chia seeds add a great extra dimension of texture with like a rice crisp. This has such a nice, refreshing flavor. Whoa, I just ate that whole thing. Whoops. That'd be great on the go. Super smooth. 2 tea bags and about 14 or 15 ounces there with 14 grams of sugar and a 15-gram packet of creamer. That is some of the smoothest English breakfast tea I've ever had. Top notch. So then, this bread. Oh yeah, it's not overpowering at all. I can eat Vegemite out of a jar with a spoon. You're probably not supposed to do that, but so something like this, like salty, savory butter. That is the fluffiest, most airy, and incredible military ration bread you can get. If they had shelf-stable butter in this ration, like a little 20-gram pack to mix with this, that would have been nice. But on its own, even though the orange marmalade was awesome in that muesli, I got that idea from Gundog, by the way. I almost feel like I could have saved some and put it on this. The bread and that all-fruit bar, so far, are like the most, I would say, unique and special components. The meal itself is excellent, but it didn't rehydrate 100%. And that's because there's no Ziploc or closure device on that pack. But that's alright. Just better hope you don't spill your food. Yeah, it's like perfect ration bread. It's fluffy, it's absorbent, it's not dry, and it doesn't taste like it's loaded with preservatives. The M&Ms, I would eat them on the go. Now that was a fantastic lunch. In about 4 to 6 hours, we're gonna take it over to dinner. Okay, and for dinner, we're gonna be finishing off with some mango curry lamb. Gonna have some freeze-dried rice to go along with it. Our drink's going to be an isotonic drink powder, tropical. Another one of those all-fruit bar raspberry. A standard ADF chocolate ration. Musk-flavored Lifesavers. And then some Mentos Pure Fresh chewing gum. Alright, so let's get this out on your tray. Nice, okay, so let's first start off with that freeze-dried rice. Calls for 150 milliliters. Then that mango curry lamb. Nice hiss. A little delay there. There we go. That's looking nice and soupy, but it'll absorb that water. I really do wish they had like a paper clip or something and a nice gusset to the bottom of that pouch. Those Australian Special Forces guys, they can handle it. They don't need a gusset. Okay, so now that isotonic beverage base, this calls for 500 to 600 milliliters. We're gonna go double strength with about 3. Castor sugar and amino acids. That's awesome. Okay, so now that all fruit bar. I gotta see if I can find these in a store somewhere. Now that ADF chocolate ration. Will this have fat separation, or will it actually look normal? You know, this is the first time ever I've ever seen an Australian chocolate ration look normal. Look at that. That's amazing. No fat separation yet. Usually takes just like a year, tops 2, anytime I've seen them. And usually Australian rations are heat stressed, so that's worth the grand finale. Well, that and this musk. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, that smells like... That is exactly how my grandmother's house smelled. Hold on. I've never had them. Musk flavored lifesavers. I've only seen them in like older Australian rations. I've never had the good fortune. I don't know if I should say good fortune, but I don't know. These might really give me a run for my money. I can't wait to try one. Oh, you know, that might be some sort of palate cleanser. I think I'm going to try another one after I eat a little something. Wash it down with some of this mango drink. That's exceptionally sweet, but it doesn't have a strong chemical flavor. Not overpowering on mango. It's actually, even though it's double strength, still relatively subtle on its actual fruit flavor. It almost tastes like peach. Definitely has a lot of electrolytes. Certainly a refreshing drink after a long day. Well, while you're waiting for those to rehydrate, I suppose your best bet's go for those snacks. The texture of this, it's just the most satisfying chew. That tart, sweet, incredible flavor, followed up with a little bit of this chocolate. Such a light milk chocolate that's waxy, like tropical chocolate. This is like eating a super fresh Hershey's tropical bar. Slightly different, but maybe a little bit more milk content. What an experience. Finally being able to have Australian ration chocolate that's not completely melted and reformed. Okay, so the rice should be ready. Yeah, this main course, I use less water than instructed and it's still a little bit soupy. That lamb is really tender. It's a light curry. It's difficult to discern what kind of curry that exactly is. It's less spicy than I expected. The beef teriyaki seemed to have a little bit more flavor. And the mango, it's a little more subtle than I would like it to be. There's some green beans and peas and carrots. It could use a little bit more spice, but considering it's a military ration, they're usually notoriously bland for a reason. In order to not offend any one particular palate, just offend all palates slightly, and have a slightly under-seasoned dish, which, that's alright. You know, that rice might have been better with the beef teriyaki, but it was great with this too. Definitely some of the better ration beverage based. Good amount of electrolytes. You could see something there at the bottom. I don't think that's sugar. Pretty sure those are some amino acids and electrolytes. That's a good quality drink all the way around. It'll hydrate you. It'll definitely keep your muscles from cramping up. This chocolate. It's the first time I ever had Australian ration chocolate that's not bloomed or having fat separation. It's a little bit waxy, but it's got a nice flavor to it. And then the all fruit bar raspberry. I wish I had a stash of those things. So that pretty much leaves us with Mentos Pure Fresh Chewing Gum. Wow, that'll get your saliva glands going. With peppermint, it's a little bit too strong. Let's check out the spearmint. That's more like it for me. That'll clean your teeth in a pinch. Well, this was an Australian Defence Force Patrol Ration 1 Man, or PR1M. This was an awesome experience, and for a ration that's not easy to find. So you sacrifice some convenience and practical use for reduction in weight and portability. Well, anyway, this is Steve 1989. I hope you liked the video. I'll be coming back at you with something new. Or old. Alright, cool. See ya.